I've had clients like, within a month, their body composition, they might weigh the same, but their body composition looks completely different.
Because that's another thing that our viewers, it's very important that the scale can be your best friend and it can be a nightmare too, because you can be working your butt off for a month straight. You're looking at the scale, it's like nothing's changed. What the hell's going on? But then you take that little, measuring thing and you measure your weight. It's just like, oh, wait.
Right.
But muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah. So like muscle's denser. So 5 pounds of muscle, 5 pounds of fat, obviously they weigh the same, but one's going to take up a lot less space than the other.
Got it. Makes sense. So does eating at night cause weight gain?
If it puts you in a calorie surplus, yes.
So there you go.
If, like I said,
that's a big word.
if you go throughout the day, you really didn't eat much. If you eat at night, like your body's not going to know like, okay, it's 9 p.m. I'm going to all of a sudden not work anymore, not absorb, not break down. Like it is still going to do that. But typically people have all day to eat. And then when nighttime comes around, they start eating a little bit more instead of, let's say, sleeping, and then that's when the excess calories come into play.
So I've always had this question asked all the time is like, okay, because people tend to crave sweets all the time, right? It's just like, man, you hadn't had sweets, and you're just getting the itch, and then you go into the pantry and you're seeing that there's cookies there, there's, cereals there, you got some Fruity Pebbles just hanging out there looking at you pass by, you got some, Oreo cookies. So it's like, man, and then you open the freezer, you got ice cream looking at you. What's that fruit? Would it be fruit that people should change to, to crave that sugar craving? What would you say?
Honestly, if you have a Ninja Creamy, that is the best creation I have ever had. Have you heard of a Ninja Creamy before?
Never heard of it.
So basically, you can make your own ice cream. And I've made protein pints. There's pints all over the internet, recipes, but I've made pints that are 200 calories with a huge pint, bigger than Ben & Jerry's, for 30 some grams of protein in it.
Wow.
I made one that's, I think, 400 calories with 60 some grams of protein for the whole thing.
That's awesome, man. So, I love ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream.
Yeah. No, you can make it quite tasty.
That's awesome. And then you could just, of course, portions are very important too. Like, you want to be careful. Don't overdo it. Make sure that, hey, let's just eat this just to get that craving going, right?
Yeah.
So is fasting recommended? Does it work?
Works for some people and it might not work for others. For example, for me, fasting does not work. I've tried it before in the past. I'm because my husband and his friend was doing it. They were like, all right, from 12 to I think 8 is what they were doing. So I was like, I'll try that. In my mind, I'm like, oh, it's 6 p.m. I have T-minus 2 hours to eat as much as I can before I can't eat anything else. And I end up overeating. It does not work for me. But for somebody who continues to eat regular throughout the day, they're like, oh, that just means I'll just skip out my breakfast or whatever. They're going to be in a deficit at the end of the day. It's going to work for them.
Awesome. Okay, cool.